T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm reviewing Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Rattrap. Here's a size comparison right up front, and look at this little video I made up for you guys since I don't feel like comparing this guy anymore after this. Watch how easy this is. I searched Rattrap and MP Dinobot, and now we get these images right here. We have this one. That's a good picture, but Dinobot's not in color, so let's scroll this way, and now we got this. So we see Beast Mode comparisons right there. Rhinox is a little bit too little, a lot too little. And now Robot Mode comparisons, and this is the Japanese version of Rattrap, which is painted a little bit better, and a Japanese version of Rhinox, which is painted a lot better. Yeah, Rhinox is supposed to be taller than Optimus Primal, but shorter than Dinobot. So there you are with that. Any old who. Here's Rattrap in his deluxe class form from 2014. This was one of those figures that I was happy to own, but once I owned it, I was like, yeah, he has a little bit more to be desired than what I received. And I haven't really messed with him too much. But it's a basic action figure. It's almost as basic as his original form, to be honest. They pretty much had the same articulation. In fact, I never owned it, but the old one probably had 90-degree bending elbows, which this one doesn't. But my main issues with this guy in Robot Mode is the fact that these ears do not fold away in any type of way. So posing options are limited because look at that, whole face covered. Whole face covered. The backpack, like imagine this guy, the best way to put you in mind of what this dude is, they engineered or they thought up a masterpiece style Rattrap, but they were given a $14, $15 budget to make that happen. So you end up with this, which is really good to be honest, but yeah, it's nowhere near what you're gonna get with Masterpiece. Like I would like to imagine that they would find a better way for this part of the rat butt to collapse. I would have liked it to collapse up to here, and it's cool that they gave him a bendy wire tail, which you'll see more in Rat Mode. But the tail being able to go up and not be half bent because it doesn't stay would have been better. Anywho, face sculpt looks good. It's not completely accurate color-wise, but it's good. Like they didn't paint the whole back of his head. I showed y'all the picture with the Japanese color scheme. So this is really, really off with the flesh tone colors right there and in the joints. I always wonder, whenever they do stuff like that, I wonder what is the decision-making process when it comes to that. Like, why couldn't that have been, never mind. No. Why couldn't that have been this gray plastic? I was going to say, why couldn't it be gold all the way up? But gold plastic syndrome. I'm happy that this hasn't fallen apart so far, but typically gold plastic is brittle, but I think around this time they probably perfected it. But anywho, let me show you some of his gimmicks, like this gun right here. He can actually separate this gun and have two guns. You could, in all honesty, depending on if you are a super fan of the show, getting the stag on hand, you could pretend that this is a tool, because he was known to be like welding the ship and whatnot, so that's cool. And outside of that, thankfully I'm happy I'm finally reviewing this guy so I can say something that's been on my mind for 5 years. Right here, he has this secret thing in here. Now, every review I watched of this guy said that they're binoculars, and you can pretend they're binoculars. Let's see. Let's see if I can put this on the bottom of his daggone hand. No, let me try this way. Come on, yeah. And you can put the hand in front of the face like that. But the main thing I used to see him pulling out of his arms were a thing he called belly bombs. And he would... Sorry, these things are gripping into the hand so tight. So, yeah, that's good for him going on right there. But he used to pull out little devices shaped like this, and he would attach them onto things, like click it, they would open up a little bit, and then after a while they would blow up. So I believe that these are the belly bombs and not really binoculars. But use your imagination, they can be binoculars if you want. Articulation. You see this weird articulation due to the transformation. Ball jointed shoulders. They can do what ball joints can do. He has a swivel right there. The elbow bends that much. No wrist rotation. The head is just on a swivel. But this panel does go up and down right there. No waist. Legs on a ball joint. They're kind of loose. They're kind of loose out of packaging going this way. Going forward, they aight. You can kick really, really high. Let me zoom out a bit. He has swivel right there. The knees bend 90 degrees. Nothing in the ankles. And one thing that has bothered me forever, depending on how you look at the foot, it looked like this leg or this shin with the foot should have been attached on that side. But when you put them down, it's kind of angled in a ankle pivot type stance. Okay, transformation. Here's what we're going to do first. I'm going to rotate his head around. You don't have to, but I want to. I'm doing that so that you don't see his face just chilling out right there. Now we can take the legs, take the feet down like this, and separate this shin part from right there. Now we can take this right here, this part of his calf, open it to that orientation. Same thing over here. Open it. Put it in that orientation. Now this actually slides out. It did it by itself over there. Now we can take this part. It feels like you're gonna break it, but push it forward. Feels like you're gonna break it, but push it forward, like I said. They don't connect together or anything. Now we can take the shoulders, swing them in this way, rotate the arms right here so that the hollow parts or the weapon can be showing right there. Binoculars, whatever you want to call it. Now we can take the rat booty, bend it like this. And doesn't this look disgusting? Well, anywho, bring this or rock this down. And what we need to do is make sure this is stays out like that. We need to get this part of his leg that's on this pull-out joint up into that groove right there. So do that on that side. Straighten the butt up to align with that. And you know what? The best thing to do is get this leg bent the proper way. Which is kind of difficult. This right here, it needs to bend like that. Bend the leg like that. Make sure it's still pulled out though. And shove them up into the cavity which will get them around this little notch right here. Get that little joint up into the notch that's on the actual rat leg. That's the main toughest part of this transformation, is getting these legs into this orientation where this stuff is pushed up under there. Alright, now that we got that going good, replace the arms back into this position right here. And oh boy, I just gave myself a heck of an editing job. And now, with stuff like this, we can collapse these panels down, putting the tiniest of pegs back underneath of this rat booty, and we need to put the tiniest of pegs up underneath of the front. Same thing on this side, and up under the front. Swing the front legs to your liking. Lift this up to there. Put the foot like that. Lift this up to here. Like kind of grip. See, the main thing that's tough is just working with panels, because most Beast Wars figures are shell formers. But anywho, he's a rat. You can move the tail to your liking. It has bendy wire. It has like a limited bend. I'm not gonna bend it too crazy because this thing is kind of old now. The front legs can do this and come off because they're just on a friction. And the foot can do this. And look at this sculpting right there. I don't know if that's accurate to rats. The rear leg can move a bit, but you expose more robot kibble than that's already exposed. And a rear foot does that. But I'm saying but there's more. The little rat mouth can open. And one thing that's difficult is this. There we go. They added in this panel right there so he can kind of stand up in a position like this, because you know they were always fussing and talking to each other like this. But even though he can stand up like that and bend the head, all of this robot kibble is exposed. So yeah, but anywho, he's nice, he's neat. One last thing, you can take this right here and store it down here. Yeah, I blame it on Japan, but storage is storage. Let's let him stand on all fours right there. So yeah, that's what you're working with. So yeah, he is what he is. He's not horrible. The robot mode is better than the rat mode, but yeah, it's not a crazy bad toy. I would definitely put some floor polish on his robot mode hips, but he is what he is. Just listen to the complaints that I put in there, and you know what you're getting into. But anywho, thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.